Good evening, folks. It is me, Finlay Gordon, returning to the commentary booth. Today joined by Kai Zeller.
Oh yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, so today we're going to be doing the WA versus New South Wales TANGE game. An important game for WA, as winning this is the last chance they have at finals, and even then it's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
New South Wales, almost top of the table. This is a big win for them. They've been playing great recently. They'll want to continue their streak.
100%.
Me and Kai are going to go through the team list. Kai is going to start with the WA team.
So for WA in goal, we've got both goalies, Taj Sia and Dylan Maybe. Those are our two goalies. Then we've got number 3, Ty Malcolm Smith. Number 4, Madden Kenzel. Number 5, Lewis Min, who I don't believe is playing today. I think he's out with an injury.
Yeah.
Number 6, Armin Haslam. Number 7, Joseph or Joey Benetti. Number 9, Colby Salmon. Number 10, Dirk Sabo. Number 11, James Coral. Number 12, Ryan Sucher. Number 13, Isaac West. Number 14, Tyler Rodden. Number 15, Easton Shearer, who I also think is out and not playing today as well. They've got number 18, Lewis Jenner. Number 21, Kobe Hung. Number 27, Benjamin Shearer, who is the captain of this team. Number 56, Kyron Poulter. Number 61, Cale Telfer. Number 71, Sam Siwak. 88, Seamus Smart. And then for coaching, we've got head coach Thomas Boschman, assistant coach Donald McDonald. What a name. Assistant coach Sarah Salmons was the captain of the Boxels team. Assistant coach also Reese Lakoviak, and then our team manager is Craig Shearer. And now
Thank you very much, Kai.
Over the
New South Wales addressing number 1, Aiden Downey. Number 2, Aiden Lee. Number 3, Number 22, Aiden Downey. Number 35, Aiden Lee. Number 18, Archie Hearn. Number 2, Benjamin McGrath. Number 11, Cheslav Kulinich. Number 19, Colby Sumac, who wears the A. Number 59, Declan Downey. Number 3, Ethan Elford. Number 9, Gustav Jensen. Number 79, Hayden Boyd. Number 77, Jacob Zill. Number 21, James McConnell. Number 29, Logan Brody, who wears the C. Number 10, Max Boo, who wears the A. Number 39, Ruben Nalos. Number 37, Samuel Nalos. Number 7, Taj Lowry. Number 26, Thomas Garris. And then in goal they have number 1, Kai Stoley, and number 44, Louis Miga. As coaching staff, they have head coach Derek Downey. They have manager Reba Mega. They have assistant coach Anthony Zakos. They have medic Marek Nalos. And they have equipment managers Ben Zill and Anthony Boyd. We do not know who is starting for both teams, but we will update you when they are in the net for the opening face-off. What do you think of the warm-ups, Guy? Who do you think's got this one?
I mean, obviously New South Wales is a super, super strong team, so it's going to be really, really tricky for WA. Had a very convincing win the other night or other day against ACT, where everybody played extremely well. So we'll see. It should be a good and fun game to play.
Yeah, I reckon there's going to be a lot of fight from WA.
Yeah, for sure.
Potentially being one of their last games, if not the last game of the tournament. They will want to show the home fans who have come out tonight that they are still a good team and they are still capable of winning these games. Yeah. A lot of their guys are younger and will be back next year, so 100%. I'm sure they don't want to leave a sour taste in their mouths from the TANGE tournament.
Yeah, agreed.
As for New South Wales, you said it before, incredibly strong team. The Downey brothers on defense, 1 defense, 1 offense, I believe.
Yeah.
Colby Sumac, who returns for, I think, his 3rd year. Same with Logan Brody, same with Ruben Nalos. A lot of these guys have been here, seen that, done that, won last year. Particularly Gustav Jensen. I think he had a couple goals in the finals last year against WA, so there is some beef in this game.
Oh, for sure.
A little bit of last year's finals. A lot of those guys will remember it. WA guys, not so nicely.
Yeah.
New South Wales guys, I'm sure they're reliving the moments.
Oh yeah, big matchup here. As Finn said, rematch.
Just forgot to mention here, officiating the game, we have linesman Adam Bridge and linesman Martin Wheatley, and referee Luke Powder and ref Casper Russellhuber.
Yeah.
They've done many of the other games, as you may have seen, and they've been fantastic. There goes the opening siren. All the players will very slowly shoot the puck up because they want to take a couple extra. There's 1 extra shot.
Everybody takes an extra shot after the.
There's another straight over the net. Any more? Nope, that's all. I tell you got to get all the bad shots out to start the game.
Yeah,
over the net, wide of the net, into the glass, over the net, into the netting.
I've got number 6, Armin Hassan, staring me down over here. Yeah, he's looking right at me. Look at him go.
Sometimes we do struggle.
Oh yeah.
To turn on game mode and make sure that we actually hit the net when game time comes. But I'm sure both of these professional
Sounds like my commentating
right.
friend right next to me over here.
Exactly.
Has a bit of trouble then unless he's right in front of the net.
Something. All right. Looks like WA huddle at the bench while New South Wales huddle at the net. 2 two different approaches.
Yeah.
Let's see which one reigns superior.
Which one do you think's better, net or bench?
I do like the away from the coaching staff.
Yeah, agreed.
However, the bench, you do get, you know, people coming on, the people who are staying on already.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think I'm a goal guy.
Yeah, I like
you
the goal as
you
well.
can do a lot of the cool ones,
Yeah.
the big kneels and stuff.
Exactly. It's pretty good.
Looks like line 1 is starting for WA. Number
for-
6, Armin Hasman. Number 61, Ko Telfer. Number 12, Ryan Sucha. Number 71, Sam Siwak. And D-man, number 14, Tyler Roden.
Starting
As for New
goalies.
South.
No, sorry.
You
Finish
go
your
for the
lineup.
starting. No, you go.
So starting goalies for WA, we've got Taj Sia, and in net for New South, I believe that's number 44, Louis Meager.
Yep. So New South Wales also starting with their
There you
first
go.
line. They have Gustav, Logan Brody, Oscar Boo, I believe. Max Boo, sorry, that would be his brother. Number 3 at the D, and then number 18. I will try pick up their names as the game goes on.
Number 3, we've got Ethan Elford, and number 18, we've got Archie Hearn to start
Perfect.
out.
Let's get a good game, guys. WA win the opening face-off and then give it back to New South Wales. Armin Haslam with the puck, dumps it deep. Sam Siwak chasing that puck down. Number 3 moves it up to number 18. Up to Max Boo. WA win the puck, get it deep. That's a shot on net, tip just wide. Big tight turn, big hit. Big body there from New South Wales. Tyler Roden with the puck at the point, dumps it down deep. In front of the net, but WA can't find the shot. That's Gustav, tries a toe drag, fails. Big hit there, just dodges it from Sam Siwak. I believe Sam Siwak played in New South Wales for the last 2 years
did.
before coming back over, so a lot of these kids will know him.
He won the
And
gold
they will
last
all
year.
know that he is a great player.
Yeah, there you go. He won the gold last year with New South Wales over in New South Wales.
There we go.
Now playing for WA.
Logan Brody cuts to the middle. Great stop from Tarsia. Rebounds loose. Backhand in from Gustav. I've got to say, that's what happens when you have a big body and a big presence.
Yeah.
You can just crash to the net, make a hassle. That rebound just comes straight free.
Yeah,
Great start for
100%.
New South Wales. Troubling start for WA.
I mean, Logan Brody's been everywhere in the tournament.
Everywhere.
Especially
Particularly
Up and
the
down the
score
ice.
sheet and
Yeah.
the score sheet and the score sheet again.
Yeah.
And then usually
All
a score
over it.
sheet for the 4th time, and then sometimes
the
even a
5th time.
5th. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
made that
And
play
once
happen.
again, first assist, primary assist, Logan Brody there in
Yeah.
the goal. Goal from number 9, Gustav Remler Jensen.
Exactly.
Looks like the second lines are coming out for both teams. Let's see if we can get a change of tempo from WA. Number 27 takes it in the zone. Ben Shearer, backhand across, just can't make the pass. Here come New South Wales the other way. Number 26, Tom Garris, up the wing. Drives, drops it back to number 19. Colby Schumack tries
played.
the pass. Great stick from WA. Number 4, Mason Kenzel. Madden. Kenzel. Different M name.
Finn gets confused.
I'm bad with names. Number 7, Joey Benetti coming up to the net. Ben Shearer following it behind. Really great cycling play here from New South Wales. This is the Nalos, Garris, and Schumack line. Been one of their stronger lines throughout the tournament.
Definitely.
Backing up Logan Brody's first line. Number 11 skating with it behind the net, taking it all the way around. Pokes it forward, can't quite reach his man. Colby Salmon on the puck. Moves it over. Isaac West, that's our assistant captain. Great defense from James. Get the puck out. Just can't quite get it over the blue line. Takes a step back, moves it across DD. Looks like WA are starting to calm down, starting playing their game, which is good to see, unless you're in New South Wales, of course.
Exactly.
Good body from Ben
Nice hit.
Shearer. What are your thoughts so far?
Good
Very
game.
active start.
Very, very active start. Fast pace. You know, we have the one whistle for the goal, but other than that, I don't think we've had very many whistles so far in this game.
That's Benjamin Shearer coming to the bench, seemingly wincing in pain. Must have hurt himself with that big hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here comes Ruben Nalos, number 39. Takes it in wide, cuts middle, passes. Great stick lift there on the from Ty Malcolm Smith on
Nice
the back
back check by Ty there.
Exactly. Love to see that early in the game. Back check, forecheck, two-way hockey. Throws it up the ice. This is Isaac West. Great pass across the ice. Ty Malcolm Smith gets in the zone. Misses by about 4 feet. But, you know, it's the thought that counts, not really. Great battle behind the net here from Kobe Huang and Kyron Poulter. New South Wales breaking up the boards. Great save from the goalkeeper. Just a bat at net from Ko Telfer there. They rim it round the boards. Tyler Roden picks up the puck. Puts it across to no space. Here comes number 77, Zill. Tries to dangle.
Great
Doesn't have it
defensive
in
play
him.
by Tyler Rodden coming back after getting
Exactly.
beaten by that.
Good body by Kale as well, just to win the puck there. Here comes up the ice, Kobe Huang. Chips it forward. Joey Benetti on the forecheck. Sink it to the middle. Tries to feed him with the pass. Doesn't quite reach him. KO Telfer to play it deep. Safe play, smart play. Kyron Poulter, that's a big knock. That's a big guy to knock over, so that takes some real doing out of boy number 19. Delayed icing, doesn't quite make it. KO Telfer behind the net. Cycles it back to Tyler Roden. Looks like we've got a lot of swinging going from the wingers here. Up to Joey Benetti. Ben Shearer comes with pace, gets the puck. Can't quite get it out the zone though. Joey Benetti with the puck again. Bit of a hit there. Puck goes straight out into the bench. Comes back in.
Still there. Must have hit the top of the boards.
We'll call it that.
Yeah.
Here comes KO Telfer behind the net. Tries to sauce, hits a foot. Still ends up with Joey Benetti here. He's taking it behind the net. Cutting forward. Great breakout pass. Kicks it back then. WA keep on getting sealed in their zone.
Can't get it out.
No.
Breakout's not there.
They're really not. They're struggling to get it to the guys in the center.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
There it is.
2-on-1 for WA. Joey Benetti and Ben Shearer. 2-on-2, sorry. Great defensive play by Boo there.
Great back check.
Oh, Wu, sorry. Was Lee, sorry. Aiden Lee. Couldn't quite read his name on his jersey. Joey Benetti coming for the shift. That's a long, hard shift from the guy. Great battle at the net here. Number 2 behind the net. Takes it around, takes a hit to make the play.
That's Colby Salmon, I believe, who delivered that hit.
Hey, that's a good hit.
It's a great hit.
Good forecheck. Really good pressure despite that early goal. That's got to crush your spirit there. So the fact that they bounce back, that's good to see. Big hit from Ahmed Haslam in the corner on number 35. That guy's 4 times his size, so he only took 1/4 of the impact, evidently.
Most people are 4
Here
times
comes Logan Brody, cuts middle. Great stick by Sam Siwak on the back check there. That's those are some ex-teammates, so I'm sure there's some bad blood, or maybe good blood between those two. Moves it up to Gustav, takes it wide, holds it wide, rips it on net, just wide.
Right out of play.
Really trying to pick a corner. That was a hard shot, but unfortunately, they don't ask how hard it went in. They ask if it went in, and it did not. Exactly.
It's proud of that one.
Yeah. There's no speedometer in the net.
Oh, yeah.
We'll say that much. New South Wales, at least from the games that I've seen, have been running a lot of set plays off the face-off, so we'll see if they do something. Never mind. Have to win it to do a set play.
Well done,
Comes up from, that's Madden. Coming back on D, tracking back. Playing the body, taking the guy out the play. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of Madden compared to Logan Brody. Great defense here.
Not sure if that's right, but we'll
no,
go
it's
with
close
it.
enough.
We'll go with it.
Good. WA managed to get it out the zone. Number 11, great recovery there just to get it back deep, out of danger. Little dump by Max Boo there, up the boards. Great forecheck from Logan Brody, just to fight for that puck, get it off their D-man, taking it all the way around, cuts it back.
Great move.
Up to Gustav, really great play
Sam.
from the New South Wales offense here. They're just on the same wavelength. I'm sure the WA coaching staff is trying to intercept that wavelength, but
definitely
no such luck.
It's tricky.
Exactly.
Tricky when you've had these
Lewis
guys playing
behind
together.
the net, battling 2-on-1, manages to get the puck out. Comes to Ryan, tries to go up the middle. Gustav Ramler turns it over, gets the puck back. Backdoor goal.
Oh, great goal.
Fantastic play by New South Wales. This is what this first line has been doing all tournament.
Yeah.
They've been moving the puck around clinically.
Yeah.
That's a great forecheck from Logan Brody, forcing it up the boards.
100%.
Great read by Gustav. I think it came back to Logan Brody, up to Gustav, and then across to Max Boo.
Yeah.
All 3 forwards on that line on the point sheet for that. And like we said before, and we'll say again, Logan Brody on the point sheet once again.
Once again.
Once
that name's
again.
everywhere.
Second line comes out for New South Wales. Third line for WA. A little bit of cheating on that face-off. I'll tell you, there's no point of skating because the puck's still in the referee's hand.
Not allowed.
You can't score when it's not on your stick. Oh, you can try.
Yeah.
Number 3 for New South Wales up the boards. Good feet by Ruben Nalos. Big hit by Kyron Poulter. Moves him off the puck. Isaac West gets it deep. Not deep enough, though. Ruben Nalos takes it wide. Fake shot. Here comes number 19 out the wing. Kobe Huang tries to get it out, just gets it out the zone. That's what he's after. Clipboard goes flying. Offside on the blue line. Great call from the linesman there.
Very good call.
Sorry, they sent our clipboard flying. They must have an issue with our commentary. And I'll tell you, it's not well-founded.
No.
We've been great.
definitely not.
Yeah, not to toot our own horn, but we're amazing.
We're great.
Any thoughts on the game so far, Kai? What do you think of New South speed?
New South has definitely beaten them with speed right now, and the passing's obviously there as well, but
Yeah.
I think the speed on their forecheck is what's keeping
Absolutely. Look at the speed of Ruben Nalos coming in now, forechecking on James Coral. Finishes the hit, makes the D-men scared. They don't want to play the puck. Here comes 2-on-2 though, Colby Salmon and Dirk Saville. I don't know if that's a dump or a shot. I'm going to call it a shot, but it wasn't a very good one. Dirk puts it deep, round the boards. Colby tries to chuck it in front, can't quite reach it. Good battle by Dirk here, taking the body, winning it back behind the net. Really good pressure here from WA. Like to see this. This is the sort of play they'll need to get themselves back in the game. However, here comes Tom Garris across the blue line, takes it wide, cuts it back, looking for his D-man, but they're not open. Finds Ruben, gives it to Colby. Can't quite get it in the net, but really great move here from New South. That's their in-close precision on their passing you were talking about, Guy.
Yeah, definitely. Just that chemistry that they have seems to be working super, super well for all
they've
of
been
them.
running the same lines all tournament.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of the other teams haven't been able to do that, or at least haven't had the privilege to do that. So they're definitely they're merging and meshing way better than some of the other teams.
Yeah.
Here comes Ruben Nalos up the wing, drops it back to Schumack. Tries to flick it deep, can't quite make it. Tyler Roden with the puck. Hit by number 22. I think that's Declan Downey, if I'm not wrong. No, that's 59.
22 is Aiden Downey.
Aiden Downey, the Downey other brother. There we go. Bench here on the puck. Good forecheck here. Dirk Sabo coming for the shift. Armin Haslam returns to the ice. He's up on the wing here. I love the chrome cages, but I'll say the Ginsburg tournament, I said it earlier today, I'll say it again, too many fish bowls.
Yeah.
I'm not liking it. I'm
Way
not
too many
liking the
fish
fish
bowls.
bowls. There's
Way
only
too
one
many.
person who wears a fish bowl that you can think of, and it's not any of them. Unless they're your kid, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Great finish there from New
beautiful
South
goal.
Wales. That's a fantastic tip,
Yeah.
straight into the top shelf. Nothing the goalkeeper can do about that. Nothing that WA can do about that. That's another fantastic play by New South Wales.
It's a great play.
I know that
Great
number
goal.
77 got the goal. I believe that pass was from number 11 there coming up the wing. He's not smiling, but then hockey players never do.
Yeah. Very, very true. New South Wales is dominating this game of speed.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
You know, their defense has been great.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Drew Robson, who
There
worked
you go.
with the Newcastle North Stars last year.
Oh, yeah,
Probably
helped.
worked with a lot of these guys on their
Definitely
defensive
did.
game, which is why they've been so strong all tournament.
One of the best defenders in Premier League at the moment in
Definitely.
WA, so he's doing great. Shout out Drew.
Here comes number 8. Dumps it low. We've got a whistle on the play.
Don't know what that.
I believe that to be a hand pass.
Did it maybe hit the players on the bench?
Or the bench's hand.
Potentially.
You got to get your hands in the bench, guys.
Yeah, come on.
Because it only hurts. It's not doing anything
It's like
good.
a roller coaster. Keep your
Exactly.
arms and feet in the bench, unless you go on the ice.
Shot from Archie Hearn here. Glove down. Covered like a boss from Taj Sia.
Definitely.
Great keeping there. I tell you, he's conceded 3 already, but they've just been absolutely clinical
Nothing you
goals.
can do about them
back
at
and
all.
forth and back and
At
forth.
all.
Very difficult to play defense
Yeah.
and goalkeeper on.
Definitely.
So he's got to keep his head up here going into the last 5 minutes of this period.
Oh yeah.
Big hit
Big
from
hit
Kyron
in the
Poulter.
corner.
Big slap shot. His stick bent and then he smashed it on the
Frustrated.
ground. I tell you, it wasn't the stick there, mate. Here comes big
Oh,
hit
another
from
big
WA.
one.
56, Kyron Poulter knocks the guy on his
Kyron's
bum.
everywhere on this
Colby
shift.
Salmon on a break. Sorry, Tyler Malcolm Smith just goes offside. He's a bit too greedy there. He's got to slow down. A bit too, what do you say? Trying to think of a PG-friendly way of saying this. He's too excited to get across that blue line.
There you go. Couldn't wait.
There we go.
There you go. Couldn't wait. Couple of huge hits there on
Really
that shift from
solid
Kyron
physical
Poulter.
shift.
Yeah,
You were right,
very,
yeah.
very solid
That's
shift.
a big guy. I've tried to move him myself. I'll tell you, it's like moving some bricks.
Yeah.
And a lot of them. Does
well,
not work.
I mean, the size difference is a little bit.
Well, I'm a small guy, but he's
Very
a big guy.
small
Don't
guy.
take that away from him. Here comes number 11 behind the net. Up to number 2. Gets it deep. Great forecheck here from the New South Wales third line.
Oh,
2-on-1 here for
play.
New South Wales. Number 2 tries to sauce it across.
Great
back check from
defense.
Colby Salmon. Way to finish his hit and rub him out as well.
Colby Salmon to
Great
note.
hit from Ben Shearer here.
Colby Salmon to note, captain of the
Big hit.
DeFreeze team that won gold.
Exactly. He's looking to replicate it
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Great stick from WA, just finds the
back
New
door.
South player on the back door. That is another goal for New South Wales, number 2 on the back door. bobbles the puck to
Yeah.
him. I gotta say, some people at home might be thinking, hey, Finlay and Guy, that's a lucky goal. But I'll tell you, that's what hard work and good positioning does. If you're on the back door and the puck bobbles to you,
There you go.
you're in the right spot.
Good positioning.
And they don't ask how or how fast. We've been over this. They ask how many.
Exactly.
Great finish from New South. Great shift from that third line, putting the effort in, putting the work in.
Good job on, I believe it was, I don't know the number, but he was number 2, I believe, skating up, taking the puck off of James Coral, and
Great
just coming
play.
in on the 2-on-1.
Exactly.
Phenomenal play. We've got an early timeout here from WA.
WA likely looking to reset.
Yeah,
Not the
head
start
coach.
that they wanted.
Head coach wanted to calm down his players after going down 4 goals.
Do you know what? Everyone knows what WA is saying. They're saying, wake up, pass the puck, shoot the puck, so on.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is, what is the New South coach saying? Because you have to still coach, but I don't think they've been doing anything wrong.
If I'm the New South coach, I'll just say keep playing the same way.
Great job, guys. But then what do you say for the other minute, you know? You've got silence. You say, good job, and then just stand and look at each other. I don't get it.
Let the players talk to each other. Let the lines figure it out. I'd say that's what to do. On the note
This is where
of,
you need a Ted Lasso speech,
Yeah,
I reckon.
exactly, I
All right,
agree.
what were you saying?
I was going to say, as well as the superstar Colby Salmon, there are 2 other youngsters from the DeFreeze team who are playing up on this WA team. We've got number 7, Joey Benetti, and number 12, Ryan Sucher, who also won gold with Colby Salmon in the DeFreeze tournament.
Well, it's good to see the young players coming up through WA. Some of the older guys on the lines with them. I really like seeing that dispersed.
Definitely.
Setting our eyes face off here. Back to Tyler Roden. Up to number 12, Ryan Sucher, who we were just speaking about, who gets hit. Logan Brody dispossesses. Goes across the blue. Takes it wide. Big shot here. Great block by K.O. Telfa. Lays the body on him. Falls on his knees. Great wraparound attempt, but even better keeping by Tarsia. Comes up to Ryan Sucher, who plays it to Armin Haslam. Can't quite get it out. K.O. moves it wide. Ryan Sucher gets it deep. Smart play here from the youngster. Takes it all the way around the net. Wrapping it around. Tries to move it up to the D. Bit late with the pass. Logan Brody reads the pass.
Taken back by Armin Haslam.
Yeah, great forecheck from Armin Haslam. Can't quite keep it in the blue. Back to K.O. Telfer at our blue line. Or their blue line, should I say. We are stood next to that blue line, so we are in danger when they shoot the puck at us. Good hand pass there that they'll call. Oh, no, they won't call. Number 71, Sam Siwak. Great toe drag across the line. Big shot. I gotta say, Sam, it's not going in when you shoot it at his stomach.
Yeah, solid play though from Sam Siwak. Nice move. Walks in, just takes a shot.
You know, even though the belly button looks like a hole, it doesn't go all the way through. So there's no point in aiming at it. I'll tell them that. Honestly, though, really good spark from WA. I think that's one of the first good chances they've had, at least in recent minutes. Good job crossing the blue line, dodging the hit, and getting the good shot off. Just going to be a bit harder, a bit higher, a bit lower.
Got to pick his spots.
Exactly.
And I bet you Sam Siwak could have probably walked in a bit more there as well to get a better shot through.
Exactly.
But
you play Premier League with the kid. How good is his shooting usually?
It's great. He's got a wicked shot. He can really pick his corner. He's super fun to play with all the time, so I enjoy it quite a bit.
Looks like Tom Garris has just won the puck over the blue line.
We've got
a penalty on the play, whether this be on New South Wales. That's not us. That's Colby Schumack for...
Other box, buddy.
He's not happy about it.
On that hit, I did see on Joey Benetti, did look like the arms came up just a little bit on that one.
19 blue.
So I'm not too sure.
2 minutes, roughing.
There you go, there's the call. 2 minutes for roughing.
Colby Schumack looks Colby gobsmacked. There we go.
I apologize for
I'm pretty sure he knows what that penalty was for.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit of an undisciplined one, but when you're up 4-0 in the first period, you can be as undisciplined if you'd like.
Yeah.
Especially considering his line has contributed one of those goals.
New
South send it the length of the ice back down for K.O. Telfa. Look like they're setting up a power play breakout here.
Ryan Sucher, the youngster on the power play one. Well done for the kid.
Ben Shearer, the oldster.
Well done, Ben.
Coming up the wing here with the puck. Number 22, Ben Shearer. Shot just outside of the net there. Tries to bang it in front. Ryan Sucher just unlucky with the shot.
Yeah, good try.
Comes to Sam Siwak, who takes it high. Looking for K.O. Telfa. Gives it to his backhand, takes it to his forehand. On net. Traffic in front of net. Shot here. Great finish by Ben Shearer there. The captain leading the team.
Yeah.
That's what you got to see. You got to see a bigger, older, and more mature guys like Ben Shearer stepping up the ice there. That's a fantastic goal.
That's a beautiful goal.
Shoot it, get the rebound. What do you think about that one, Kai?
That was great. Awesome. Very, very good power play from them. Sam Siwak, Kale Telfer, good job up high. Get it to Kale.
Kale
Shot.
Shelfer giving the referee,
Kale.
K and Telfer giving the referee the eyes, making sure he gets that assist.
Yeah, there you go. That was beautiful. Well done from everybody there on that power play.
That's what you got to see.
Classic hockey play there. Screen in front, rebound.
Screen, rebound, Sally.
Yeah.
We gotta love it. Little down on the knee, archer arrow all the way around.
All the way.
Oh no. Here comes number 22, slashing on the play. Looks like WA will be PK, and after their penalty.
Yeah.
Oh, New South Wales penalty trouble.
That could be trouble for WA.
They've got to get the puck though. New South Wales goalie to the bench just to have to skate back. I'll tell you, I always feel bad for the goalies. All those heavy pads having to skate all the way to the net.
And then just for it to end the second they get there.
I'll tell you, if I was a goalie and I had to sit on the bench for half a second and go straight back on, I'd be very upset. That's a slash on the play from Ty Malcolm Smith.
Joined here by Ty Malcolm Smith.
Slashing.
Sorry, I keep interrupting the ref, everyone.
Yeah, apologies everyone. That was 2 minutes for slashing on number 3, Ty Malcolm Smith. Very undisciplined penalty.
Very.
Up to the point here for Logan Brody. This power play has been very strong.
Yeah, this power play is very dangerous.
Moves it back to Logan Brody here. Shot on net. Great blocker save from Tarsia. Over to Ruben Nalos. Smothers the puck. Moves it down to Tom Garris. Now these are all guys with national team experience, so you've got to be at least the slightest bit concerned as WA. But they look like
great play by Armin
great.
Haslam.
Fantastic
and he breaks
stick.
out. Number 19 though, back for that.
But fantastic back check, like you said, by Colby Schumack there. He knows when to come back. He used to play defense, I believe, so
there you go.
He's got that experience. Looks like they're running a set breakout. Tom Garris drops it back. I'll pretend he did that on purpose to Logan Brody, who takes it in the zone. Taking it nice and slow, letting everyone set up, doing what a captain does, letting them play their best.
Pass was a bit too far.
He's not happy
there.
with the other guy. I don't know, that pass was a bit far from him, Logan.
Yeah.
He's standing on his spot, waiting for the puck, doesn't get it. Ruben Nalos caresses the puck, moves it out to Logan Brody here. Playing it slow again, tries to feed the back door. He's very upset again. He's open. Moves it down to Ruben Nalos. Gustav wants it at the point. Ruben Nalos just fans on the pass. WA get that turnover and get it the length of the ice.
Colby Salmon.
Fantastic block by the linesman, although I don't think that was making it all the way down anyway. Here we go, Logan Brody, fake crosses the blue line, sends his player in a spiral, takes it around wide, drops it back to number 77, Zill. Just offside, sorry. 6 men on the ice from New South Wales.
No, I think, was it just?
I don't know, he's calling something. Everyone looks confused, which is usually not a good sign, but I trust our refereeing staff, yeah?
21 seconds left on Ty Malcolm Smith's slashing call. After that, he's out.
21 seconds until he's out of the box.
Just
WA get to finish the period 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Let's see if that can do something. Third line for New South Wales out. Puck falls to Kale Telfer, who rims it round the boards. Up to Ryan Sucha. Gets cut short by the New South number 77, Zill. Taken behind the net. Wraparound attempt here.
Ty Malcolm Smith out of the box, power
Number
play
27, 37, sorry, gives it out wide. Here comes Sam Siwak up the wing. Oh, tries to feed it back to a great interception from Downey. Almost put it into his own net, but he didn't, and that's what matters. Great feed
pass
from Downey up to number 7 here. Just misses top right. Sorry, it was pretty far, it wasn't that close. Great battle here from New South Wales, though. Trying to bang that in. Looks like they get an extracurricular for slashing at the goalie.
A little bit of pushing. Oh, maybe potentially.
If Mr. Red Gloves put more effort into shooting in the top corner instead of slashing the goalie, they would have been up a goal. And now they're only down a player. So let's see what the call officially is from the refs. I'm sure they'll report it. That is number 7 going to the box, Taj Lowry.
A potential slash, but could be goalie interference as well. I'm not sure.
We'll let the pros tell us.
7 New South Wales, 2 minutes, slashing.
There we have it. Slashing penalty on the play. Gives WA their second
Great
power
save
play.
after the voice crack there as well. That's a tough one when you start speaking after a while.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, all you're doing is blowing your whistle. You're not speaking. You get nervous. Happens to all of us, man.
Happens to everyone.
New South Wales in the box now. Looks like WA will finish this period off 5-on-4. and get to reset and actually run their power play at the start of the next period. Looks like the same guys that were out before are out again. Minus.
Period 1 done.
Period 1
4-1
finished.
New
4-1.
South Wales.
Give us your expert breakdown. Breakdown.
I mean, I think New South Wales, obviously, they've got so much skill on their team, but in this specific game, they're just beating them with speed. They've got so much speed when they're coming through the neutral zone that it just catches WA off guard. And not to mention their offensive zone forecheck and control has been on point this game.
I'll tell you, New South Wales, that's all I've got.
Yeah,
It's just been all New South Wales today. We've had a couple sparks from WA, but they just haven't been the team that New South Wales have been. And quite frankly, that's what's been going on all tournament. New South Wales have been that team.
100%.
Some really great goals from New South Wales, great passing work.
Bit of a scoring summary now for our first
I will be
period.
honest though, if the team
After Finley finishes talking.
if the game was done off who is the best celebrations, WA would be up 1-0.
Yeah, Ben
So
Shearer, cheeky
there's
little
always something.
punch.
Give us a
All right,
scoring summary,
hopefully
Guy.
I can actually get to it now. We've got number 9, Ramir Jensen. Then we've got number 10, Boo. Number 77, Zill. Number 2, McGrath. And then for WA, number 27, Ben Shearer. Assists on the first goal from Logan Brody, Ramir Jensen, and Logan Brody. Then we've got one of the Downey brothers. And then the second goal, the fourth goal was also a Downey brother and Lowry. And then Ben Shearer's goal was from Sammy Siwak and Cale Telfer. And might I also mention that goal by Ben Shearer was a power play goal.
Thank you, Kai.
Also, on another note, when we were talking earlier about the gold medal winnings from the DeFreeze, we'll be having a special guest joining us between the second and third intermission. Head coach of that team, John F. Kennedy, will be joining us in the penalty box here for a quick little interview.
That guy has seen everything. He is in the AIHL. He is overseas. That guy is a well-accomplished coach, well-accomplished player, well-accomplished
Agreed.
D-man. And I reckon if he played forward, he'd be a well-accomplished forward as well.
Most likely and well. So stay with us. Once we finish the second and third, we'll probably do it about halfway through, maybe even a bit earlier.
I've got to say,
we'll
they've got their scary line on the ice right now. They've got Max Boo. Sorry, that was a terrible pun, everybody.
Welcome
Looks
to being friends with Finley Gordon, everyone.
Running a power penalty kill with no D-men, which is surprising.
These are all forwards,
These are all
are they
forwards.
now? Oh,
Looking
look at
like
that. Speedy defense.
I'll tell you, the New South coaching staff are looking at WA and just spinning on their power play, even though they've conceded to one already. Quite the odd play, running 4 non-defensive players on the PK.
Isn't WA supposed to have one more? Yes, they are. On the ice now for WA power play, we have number 61, Cale Telfer, 13, Isaac West, 3, Ty Malcolm Smith. No, we don't need that, do we? Okay, thought I'd just mention the power play since
Isaac
you mentioned
West.
Yeah.
But I reckon WA are going to be trying to move this puck north. Let's get it up the ice, boys. Here comes Ty Malcolm Smith, moves it across to Sam Siwak.
Nice little move.
Cuts to the middle, great toe drag, just like his first one. Takes it wide, shot, just wide of the net. I reckon the goalie got a piece of that with his glove. That was a fantastic save if he did. Cale takes it to the middle, chucks it on net. Same play as last time, trying to fight for that rebound. Comes all the way around. Great way to keep it in from Ty Malcolm Smith. Another rim here. Manages to get it out the zone. Hand pass called by the referee.
Face-offs all the way in the offensive zone.
That's what happens when you hand pass.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
Looked
be
like
doing
it
that.
came potentially outside, but nope, going right back in there.
Yeah, the referee's never going to let that hand pass.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. All right, WA with the face-off here. Ben Shearer to try win it back to Sam Siwak, it looks like. Just loses it, but it's still not lost. Great stick by Sam, just leaves the zone. Cale Telfer waiting. Great forecheck by Colby Schumack, forcing that pass out. Dumps it back. I don't know if they're trying to get Taj involved in the play, but that's very far back down the ice.
Miscommunication over there.
Number 71, Sam Siwak, moves it up to Ty Malcolm Smith, number 3. Puts it up to Sam Siwak, gives it a little too ahead of him. Great forecheck, though, by New South Wales. Really calm, waiting for WA to make the mistake, and that's what you have to do on the PK. Moving it around the back. Just to ice it up the ice. That's a high stick. Cale Telfer has to touch that and let the whistle happen.
We've got 40 seconds left in New South Wales penalty for slashing.
Looks like a little back and forth between Ben Shearer and Gustav. Never mind, they're smiling. Must not be too serious.
Best buds over there.
Yeah. like milk duds, as they say.
There you go.
Here comes Kobe Huang, moves it across to Madden. Once again, Isaac West with the puck. Tries to go through the legs, goes through, not the legs, back into the zone. Some behind-the-play extracurricular from New South Wales. Colby Schumack is once again in the box.
Gonna have a quick, brief 5-on-3 here for WA.
You know, funny story about Colby Schumack. I was talking to him the other day.
2 minutes interference.
I was talking to him the other day, and I called him a dirty player. And he exclaimed, "I'm not a dirty player." And here he is with 2 penalties at the start of the game.
Says
So
it
he's
all.
trying to prove me wrong, I guess. Well, right, sorry. WA on the 5-on-3. This is a crucial moment for their
Very
game.
crucial.
Across to Isaac West. Down to Armin Haslam. Takes it back up high to Isaac West. Back to Armin Haslam with the shot. Great save from the goalie out to the corner. Ices it all the way down. That's a fantastic play by Gustav there. I'm sorry that I even questioned his defensive ability. This PK has been absolutely fantastic.
On fire.
Even without the defenseman.
Dynamite.
And you got to say, that's what good players do. They play their role and they play their position. That's Max Boo all the way up the ice. Aki Hearn returning to the ice after his penalty, I believe.
5-on-3 done. Still got about a minute or so left on this.
Up the ice. Isaac West cuts it to the middle. Great read from Max Boo. Just gets his stick in the lane. Comes through to Logan Brody. Takes the guy out with his stick. I don't know what is going on here. WA have the penalty.
WA have a penalty coming up here.
That is an odd call, to say the least.
A very confusing call. It looked like Kobe Hung's stick was actually...
Well, it looked like Kobe Hung's stick was a pole, and it looked like Logan Brody was dancing on it, to be honest, from where I was. It was stuck right between his shin pads, and he was doing spins. But I guess Kobe Hung gets the penalty. I thought there was a bit from both. But like I said, our referee staff are the best in the game. And he had a much better view of it than I did.
Yeah. Joined by number 21 from WA.
I reckon Kobe Hung will be checking if his stick is broken from all that movement on it.
21 WA, 2 minutes, holding.
Holding is the call on Kobe. Trying to hold on to this game while New South are trying to hold on to this lead. It's great to see. Looks like New South are keeping their guys who were just penalty killing on, or at least Max Boo. That's a long shift for the guy. I hope it doesn't bite him. They do win the face-off, though. Back to Downey. Chucks it on net. Saves it with his armpit, Taj does. Great save there. Wouldn't want to smell the puck after, though. Another face-off win for New South Wales here. Not quite, though. Ben Shearer picks up the puck. We've got a 2-on-2 here for WA. Ben Shearer puts it across to Ryan. Gives him an absolute flopper. But
absolute flopper.
Such is life. Here comes Max Boo up the other way. Takes it out to the left on his backhand. Looks like he's delaying to make the play.
Nice play by
Loses the puck, though. Great play by Kale just to move it off his stick there. Get it out of the danger zone. A little bit of slash from Ben. One-timer. I'm not going to lie. I bet you he's wishing he did a no-timer, because that was about 4 times wide of the net.
Yeah.
He did hit it well, though. I'll give him that. But as we talked about, it doesn't matter how fast you shoot if it doesn't go on net. Up the ice here. Schumack jumps over the puck and sends it for icing.
Penalty for New South Wales is now over. We got a power play for New South Wales.
Here we go. New South Wales power play 2, or power play 1, sorry, returns to the ice. Logan Brody with the puck. Up to Ruben Nalos in the blue line. Almost forgets it, but recovers well. Kale Telfer, great play behind the net to keep the puck. Ices it all the way down. Forecheck here from Sam Siwak. He's going to be the first of this puck. Puts it to the slot. Just to Armin. Oh, great save by the keeper. I thought that one was in. Fantastic keeping there.
Great play by Sam Siwak and Armin Haslam, who
An even better save by Louis Mika there.
And an even better save. That was phenomenal. Well done. Good positioning.
Whistle here on the play. Looks like the puck is stuck under the door of death.
Yeah, lost a lot of pucks under there in this tournament.
Yeah, I don't even know where they go. I've never seen someone take out a puck. So there might just be 100
just disappear,
in there.
Just completely gone.
It's like, you ever watched Harry Potter? You seen Hermione's purse?
There you go.
Just infinite? Yeah, that's that door right down there. 26 seconds remaining on the New South Wales power play. Face off in the defensive zone for them. Great face-off win here by WA, but even better forecheck by New South Wales. Kobe Schumack taking it wide, high stick, fantastic call. Logan Brody's arguing it wasn't a high stick.
Logan Brody did not like that call.
I think it was definitely a high stick.
Definitely looked like one.
Kobe Schumack's not the tallest camper, which means if it's above the shoulders, it's above the shoulders.
Yeah.
Kobe Huang out of the box in 20 seconds. New South Wales are shouting too many. Should have just waited until they dropped the puck, so they got the penalty. Bit of an odd play there from them. Face-off win from Ben Shearer. Back to Ryan Sucha. Tries to put it across to Madden Kenzel. Can't quite get it. Ruben Nallis in the breakaway. Great move to the backhand. Great finish as well. That's Kobe Huang out of the box. I will say, once again, that's just New South Wales speed.
Just the speed. There
they
you
just
go.
look like they're in 6th gear and we're in 5th all day.
That's what it looks like right now. Well, New South Wales has had speed the whole tournament. They're really showing it here.
Exactly. That's a fantastic finish by Ruben Nallis. Bit of a lapse in judgment from the WA offense there, trying to pass it back to the D-men, especially while on the penalty kill.
Exactly.
Looks like they're switching it up. We have Ben Shearer on the wing now instead of the center.
Colby Salmon taking over that position.
I thought the face-offs were all right, but I trust the WA coaching staff. Here's number 7, Joey Benetti. Looks like we've got the kid lineman Ben
Both
Shearer
youngsters out there.
I believe that Joey Benetti was injured coming into this game, so he must have recovered since.
Seen him come off the ice wincing a few times, so probably not fully recovered, but
to be
doing
fair,
the best he can.
If it was 5-1, I'd come off wincing as well.
There you go.
Number 13, Isaac West behind the net. Chips it up the boards nicely here. Ben Shearer, great footwork, moves it up again. Isaac West, that's the sort of leadership you need from your assistant. Really fighting for that puck, taking the hit to get it out. Down the other way comes Downey here. Moves it out to McGrath. Back across to Downey. Tries to hit him. I don't know why he missed him.
2-on-1 forming.
Looked like a bull chasing red. 2-on-1 here. Great pass by Ben Shearer. Even better feet by the defenseman though. Moves it up high. Shot here from James Coral, just wide of the net. Isaac West, comes all the way down the ice into the slot, off the inside of the post from Joey Benetti. That would have been a nice recovery from the injury there.
Thought he had the goal, put his arms up, but not quite there.
I tell you, I put my arms up, but it's only because I was yawning and I was tired. I didn't think it was in. Okay. Here comes Joey Benetti, dumps it all the way down the ice. Big shift, fantastic energy shift here from WA. Once again recovering from that, conceding the goal. You speak English, I'm taking a break. Shot from Ryan Suchi here, just wide of the net. Good forecheck here from Sam Siwak. All the way down the ice to Kale Telfer. Little sauce over the stick, just to Tyler Roden. Taking it up the ice, moves it across to Armin Haslam. Makes it to his stick, takes it wide round him. On net for a rebound, it's on his pad. Fantastic play by Armin for the rebound. Unlucky for Ryan not to get that.
Good attempt.
But I got to say, I don't know if the goalie did it on purpose, but catching that under your pad, making sure you let that rebound is trapped is very...
You gonna finish that sentence?
I don't know if it's impressive. If it's conscious, it's impressive, and if it's not conscious, it's fortunate. But either way, it benefits New South Wales, and I'm sure he's happy with that play.
Definitely.
Here comes number 22, moves it out to number 7 here. Great stick by Tyler Roden, takes it deep in the zone. Can't quite get it deep though. WA tries to get it out. Great job by number 3, Elford on the blue line, keeping that in the zone. Kale Telfer moves it to his D partner, Tyler Roden. Takes the hit. Number 77 with it behind the net. Moves it up to the D-man. Gives him an absolute bouncer. I'm sure he's not happy with that. Forecheck here from WA. Great play by number 19 just to get it back down. Sorry, number 18. That's Archie Hearn. Number 3, playing DD here. Playing it around the back. Playing slow. Move it up to Kale Telfer, who gets it on the red line. Takes it across the blue. D-man playing offense here. Tries to feed it to the slot. There's no one on the end of that pass. Good turnover though. Sam Siwak gets there. Takes it all the way around. Senders it. Passes. Great block by number 18, Archie Hearn, once again. Really good defense from him this shift. Sam Siwak picks up the puck. Turns it over. Back to Armin Stick. Hits Ryan Sucha.
And Ryan Sucha.
You were talking about how much of a youngster he is. Give us some more info on that guy.
Well done by Ryan Sucha there. I believe that is his 3rd or 4th goal of this TANGE. Had one in the very first game and then one against ACT the other night on a nice shot. Well done by this line. This line has been what in my opinion could be the best line of
Definitely the spark that WA need. I definitely agree on that one. That's a fantastic finish by
That's great. Well done
Ryan
by everyone.
Sucha, and they were unfortunate not to have one before in those
Agreed.
couple rebound plays. That's a really fantastic play from WA there.
This has been a much better period for WA. They've come out flying. I know that it's 1-1 in terms of the second period right now, but WA have kept the shots coming. And
well, it's better than 4-1, Guy.
Yeah, it's better than 4-1.
I'll tell you, New South Wales have just sent their first line against our third line,
Better than
and we
4-0.
just played our first line against their third line.
Yeah.
So how this goes from now on, I'm not sure. A big strong shift from New South Wales could really end this game. But here comes Ty Malcolm Smith all the way up the ice, takes it wide to his backhand, turns it round, moves it high to Lewis Jenner. One-time shot, can't make it to the net. Here comes New South Wales, 3-on-2. Logan Brody using his speed, just dumping it to space and skating onto it. Great turn by him here, cuts up high, puts it to the D-man in the slot, passes it down wide, tries to toe drag, can't quite get the puck from Max Boo there. Knocks Madden Kenzel over, but he's straight back up on his feet. Love to see that. Number 21 here, backed up by Kyron Poulter and Madden Kenzel. We have a 3-on-2 in terms of WA players here. Up the ice from Kobe Huang, gets it out the zone, but not for icing. Fantastic play, just reset. Here comes number 11 behind the net, tries to rim it round, but better forecheck by Kobe. Gets it deep, takes the hit. Ty Malcolm Smith coming for a change after that great break-in.
Yeah.
Here's Kyron Poulter, he has it behind the net. Puts it in the slot. Shot from Ben Shearer, just misses the net left.
Went off of a stick, I believe, of Boo, I think.
Toe drag shot, not enough toe drag, too much shot, I reckon. Great hit from
Great
Mason
hit from
Kenzel,
Madden.
slows him down just enough to win the puck back. Smart hit, not a big one, not an impressive one, not a cool one. Takes the hit. Here's a penalty for New South Wales on that hit. Logan Brody flops like a fish out of water. Kyron Poulter knocks him on his bum. I think there will be some extracurriculars here for Kyron Poulter. Although
We'll see if
Logan
we've
Brody,
got-
being a big guy, I'm surprised he landed on his ass that easily. Supposedly a good skater. Evidently a better swimmer, or should I say diver. Definitely some extracurricular after the play.
29 New South Wales, 2 minutes. Boarding. 56 WA, 2 minutes. Slashing.
That's always a difficult one as coaching staff and a player. You got to back up your teammate, but you want to keep yourself on the power play. Both of those on the play were definitely penalties, though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even though it is a penalty, props to Kieran for sticking out for his younger and smaller guys.
Exactly.
Definitely. Well done.
5-on-5 it seems we have. That means the players will not be out of the box until the whistle after 4 minutes 24 remaining in the period. Looks like New South Wales have still opted to run a power play even though it's 5-on-5. Bit of a peculiar choice. We'll see how this one pans out. We're in sync.
We're in sync.
Say a word. 3, 2, 1, banana.
Aw.
Shit.
I mean, starts
My
with a B,
language,
right?
sorry.
Starts with a B.
Exactly, it was close enough. Here comes James Coral. Moves it up the boards. That's number 88, Seamus Smart. I think his first shift of the game, really showing some hustle out here. Ben Shearer playing defense.
Great play by Ben Shearer.
Ben Shearer turns it over. Unlucky from Tom Garris. It was a good look there. Here comes number 9, Colby Salmon.
pass.
Moves it to the middle. Cuts it to the middle. Shot here. Comes to Colby Salmon. Shot on
Great
net.
block.
Fantastic save.
Great block.
Once
Was that a
again
save
from
or a
Louis
block?
Mega. That was one of
We'll
the two.
say.
It stayed out the net. That's a fantastic play from New South
Well
Wales
done.
here. Number 18 with the puck. Puts it up the boards. Just sinks through. Colby Schumack. Good forecheck here from Gustav Ramle Jensen. Comes back to Colby Schumack, waiting for his teammates to leave the zone. Takes it across the line, dumps it. Big hit from
Great
Isaac
hit from
West.
Isaac West.
Seamus Smart plays it back to James Coral, moves it behind the net to Isaac West. Ryan Sucha manages to keep the puck and get it out the zone.
Great play from
Strong
Ryan
play
Sucha.
there. Here comes Ben Shearer, passing his feet, can't quite get it out. Looks like there's a delayed penalty for
New South, it looks like.
WA.
Is it WA?
I can't quite decide who the penalty's for.
Nope, New South, I think.
New South
We'll hear it
Wales,
right
they
now.
whistled when WA had possession, so
19 New South Wales, 2 minutes. Roughing.
There you go.
that's 19 New South Wales. Colby Schumack, his hat-trick of the game. Sorry, hat-trick and penalties. Should clarify for all those people at home that have just started tuning in now. Really undisciplined, but like I said before, if you're up 5-2 in the game, it doesn't matter. You can do what you need, you can do what you want. Let's hope it stays that way for
Big
Kobe Schumach's
opportunity
sake.
here for WA to get back within 2 goals, or to get within 2 goals for the
Looks
first
like
time.
they've got a hybrid of that power play that worked earlier out there. A couple of new faces. Comes back to Isaac West. Moves it down to Armin Haslam. Puts it in the slot.
Ooh.
Great pass. Really unfortunate not to receive that from Kobe Huang. That's a hard pass to catch, though. Taking it around behind the net, trying to settle it down for his D-men. Moves it back behind the net. Comes to Armin Haslam. Back to Kobe Huang behind the net. Moves it up high to Isaac. Isaac taking it in. Kobe Huang moves it across. Here comes Madden, shot on net, tip just wide. Fantastic effort there. Just trying to slam it in the net here. Goalie looks to be sat on the puck. Fantastic goalkeeping once again from Louis Mega.
And great job as well on the New South Wales defense to keep all those WA players on the outside of the net, not letting one in that kind of bubble.
Even though WA have had possession in the power play, they're being kept wide.
Yeah.
Good shot there, good tip, but just not quite enough to put it in the net.
Exactly.
You know, Isaac West reminds me of that Edward Bradley we play Prem with so much. Big body, plays the body when he needs to and puts it on net.
There you go.
That's what we love to see.
There you go.
Here comes Armin Haslam back onto the power play here. Some of the guys staying out there. Looks like they're really going for a goal. They're pushing for one here. Linesman has some beef with Armin Haslam. Doesn't like where he's standing.
Doesn't like him.
Puts him in his spot. New South Wales. Gustav tries to ice it. Great read by Ryan Sucha. Waiting for his teammates. Moves it down to Armin. Takes it to the slot. Gets a shot on net. Bounces wide. Great pickup by Gustav because their goalie did not know where that was. Takes it all the way down. Goes through the sticks. Great body by Kale. I remember Gustav did that exact move last year on him. Not letting it happen twice, I see. 3 men on there. That's a trip. No, it's not. No call on that trip up. Here comes Ryan Sucher up the ice. Taking it wide. Just gets muscled off the puck by Ruben Nalos. Back comes Gustav here. Up the boards. Ryan Sucher's got the puck. Some profanity from the bench, which we do not endorse. Number 22, bench here, a cutting right.
27.
Drops it off to 71, Sam Sarwak. Toe drags around the player, puts it on net, gets the rebound. Sitting there on the goalie's pads. Rims it out, great play by New South, but it's still in danger. Kale Telfa moves it across the bench here. Calls for it back, shot on net, just wide. Into the door of death.
Into the door of death, and both players, Logan Brody.
I said it before. We haven't seen the other puck come out.
Yep,
That's the second loss
yet.
today. Rest in peace, puck number 2.
Yeah.
We haven't given them names yet, but if they had them, they'd be
1
missed.
and 2. Okay,
exactly.
there you go.
Sorry to cut you off. What were you saying, Kyle?
All right, let me get back to what I was saying. Logan Brody and Karen Poulter both out of the box on their 2 minutes penalty.
Looks like there's 2 minutes in the penalty box. Upset him. He's going for a chat with the ref. Must have missed the social interaction in that isolation chamber that we put him in.
Yeah.
Just kidding. There's people that they were chatting to in the box. They'll be all
Couple,
right.
you got a teammate in there?
Yeah. Number 5 here. Sorry, 5 on 5, not number 5.
Nope, not
71,
5 on 5.
Sam Sarwak wins the face-off back. Shot on net, hits a foot, loose in front. Kobe with a shot on net. Rebound, sitting under his pad. Really fantastic shifts by WA here.
Yeah.
Really getting the pucks on, following in those rebounds. Really unlucky not just to put them in the net.
We got 13 seconds left on the penalty to New South Wales.
Looks like Aidan Downey is telling his team, hey, get out of here, I'm getting the puck out. Taking one of the D off. And now WA are not allowed to change the puck or change the players. Oh, New South Wales have also been sent back to their bench in shame. That's got to be
Point
embarrassing.
of shame by the ref.
That feels horrible as a player when they're
yeah.
telling you to go back. You've just got to strut back to your bench. Here comes Logan Brody with his speed. Cuts
Guess
middle.
who?
Burns through KO Telfo. Great back check here from Ben Shearer.
Great back
Muscles
check
him off
by
the
Ben
puck.
Shearer.
Falls on his bum on his head. He's looking at the ref, shouting at him. He must be upset that he forgot how to skate for a second there. Logan Brody is very upset with the no call.
Not happy one bit, giving it to the ref.
I think he should be more upset with the lack of skating lessons he took, considering that he fell over there. Here comes WA's third line up against New South Wales' second line here.
Like a hybrid line.
Hybrid line, sorry. Karen
Hybrid
Poulter
line.
in the center here. Wins it forward. Comes out to Colby Salmon. Takes it around the D-man. Holding onto the puck. Great stick from Boyd there. Takes it off him. Shot from Colby Salmon. Fantastic save by Louis Meager in the net there. That's high shoulder. That's a fantastic save there. Great read by Colby Salmon. Just keeps it in the blue line. Centers it to Armin. Can't quite get there. Here comes number 18. Chips it up the boards. Dumps it down in the zone. Forecheck. Karen Poulter sealing the boards here. Great play by number 79 though, up to Ruben Nalos, who just flicks it into space. Tom Garris skating onto that, using his pace, coming wide, cutting it back. Kale Telfo with the body just to get it loose and wide. Comes out to his D partner, number 9. Sorry, Colby Salmon dropping back to play D. Armand gives him a touch pass to the other New South Wales defenseman. Not sure why, but I'm sure he has some deep plan that he's brewing. Colby Salmon behind the net, runs it back to Tyler Roden, who puts it right back behind the net to Kale Telfo. Comes up the boards, Colby Salmon to come back and retrieve that. Takes the hit, great forecheck from Ruben Nalos there. Number 26, Tom Garris, chucks it in front, can't quite get there. Kale Telfo around, takes the hit, can't quite make it out the zone. Chucks it all the way back around the zone. Great toe drag by Tom Garris, puts it in front, that's off the outside of the post for number 22, Aiden Downey there. He's still got the puck, that's some real strength there from the kid. Moves it wide, number 18 there. Hit on the boards. Ruben Nalos with the puck, toe drags it through the middle, makes it to the net. Great block by Tyler Roden to keep that puck out of the net. I reckon that was goal bound there. Here comes Armin Haslam on a 1-on-2. Takes it wide around the first guy. Loses the puck. Ruben Nalos up the ice again, coming wide. Number 39 through his legs. Cuts it back. Moves it up high. Great sauce there for the one-timer. Really good read by Tyler Roden to cut that pass off. Comes out wide to Ryan Sucha, who's got Seamus Smart in his right, but opts to take the shot. Follows the rebound in, wins the race. Takes the hit to make the play. Comes all the way around. Madden Kenzel on that puck. Puts it down deep, takes the hit. I gotta say, I'm loving the heart from both teams, taking the hits to make the plays here. Really fantastic to see. Seamus Smart puts it low. Here comes number 11, taking it behind the net. Forecheck, Ryan Sucha turns the puck over for them. Wins the puck back, puts it around number 37, Sammy Nalos, I believe. Samuel Nalos, yes. I'm not close enough to call him Sammy yet. Haven't met him.
Fair enough.
Great hustle here by number 71, sorry. Sam Sywhite gets a hook.
Looks like we've got another power play up here for
I
WA.
believe that's a WA power play. I don't know why the ref hasn't whistled, because both teams have had possession more than once in the last 2 minutes.
Power play coming up here for WA. We know that their power play has been strong in the second period and in the whole game. I believe they've got 2 power play goals, but I'm not too sure.
Looks like that's number 7. Taj Lowry going to the box. Looks like the WA fans behind the box.
Oh, they're pulling the goalie here. 6-on-5 for the last 26 seconds of the second period. An interesting play here by head coach Tom Boschman from WA. We'll see.
Trying to get that goal before the break here.
See how it pans out.
WA face-off, wins it back to the point, puts it deep. Up to Ryan. Ryan Sucha moves it across. Great pass, just couldn't get it in the wheelhouse for Ty Malcolm Smith. Up high to Ben Shearer. Shot on net. Great save by Louis Meager again. He's been really fantastic in net all night. Here comes Isaac West. Taking it low. Moves it across the net. Can't quite get there. Sam Sywhite taking it in the middle. Shot on net again. Just wide of the net. Putting it in front. Sitting there. I've got to say, I wasn't too sure about pulling the goalie, but that was...
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Oh, no. Some headlocks, some hugging. No kissing, though, and that's what we love to see behind the net there.
Lots of extracurricular activities going on in front of the net there.
Gloves
after
stay
the
on,
period's
helmets
done.
stay on, smiles do not stay on.
Yeah.
That's an intense way to end our period here. That is the end of the second period, 5-2 to New South Wales here.
Not
going
too
into
sure if there'll be any penalties after that. Just a little bit of pushing and shoving from both teams.
I'm sure we'll find out in due time.
We'll find out very shortly. Benny Boy's got a bit of little hair out of the helmet there. Look at that.
Looking a bit like a unicorn.
Yeah, a bit like a...
We love to see it, though.
Ben the Unicorn Shearer.
Hey, he plays like a unicorn. He's got that very unique play style and that unique celebration that we talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah, the beautiful celebration.
Getting his hand nice and cold on the ice.
Ben the red hair unicorn.
Looks like the captain's having a chat, trying to figure out what's going on.
Trying to figure out what's going on. Hopefully we'll hear soon.
I think the refs are writing something down on their notepads.
Looks like they are indeed.
I believe they will have these calls at the start of next period or at the end of this one.
That's what we're hoping for, but we'll see.
The players are being ushered off the ice as the Zamboni comes. Kai, I believe you're a Zamboni man.
I am indeed.
What are your thoughts? What does this cut need to bring?
I mean, you just got to cut the ice. That's all there is to it. You're overthinking it too much. Anyways, everybody, stay tuned. Pretty shortly, not too sure how long, but we will be having Coach John F. Kennedy join us. As I mentioned, head coach of the WA DeFreeze team that won gold just recently. We'll be having him join us, look for an interview to chat over with him. We've got a mic here, and he's walking over here right now.
In his suit.
In his...
With his hair done.
Dapper.
How's it
There
going,
he is.
John?
He's here.
Are you guys live or no?
We're there,
yes,
we're
yes.
crossing live
Everything
right now.
you say will be held against you in the court of law. I think that's what the policeman
This is
said.
your mic right
Just
there.
up here.
Check that on. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you're holding that on it right now. Are we on? Yeah, good to go. Alrighty, John.
Fantastic.
Thank you for joining us here in the intermission of the second and third period. We've got 10 minutes here now before we have to be back. So just wanted to chat to you about your gold with the Freeze. Congratulations. Very, very awesome. How did that come about? How does that happen with a team like that?
Well, first off, let me say that you guys have all the cool equipment. Right now, you're talking at a normal voice, and I'm about to yell into this microphone and blow everyone's ears out. But
Oh, yeah.
That's
There
great.
we go.
You're used to the yelling. I heard you're into freeze, get the boys going now.
Yeah.
No, look, I got my voice back after the tournament, but overall, yes, pretty much it was really good. Being able to coach at the Freeze was my first time in one of the national tournament settings. And look, from the time that we had tryouts to what the end result was, these players put in the time, the sweat, the tears in order to get to where they were.
Yeah.
It wasn't a pretty picture, and it wasn't perfect by any means, but I have to give it to all the players, the buy-in that they had into what we were teaching them. Coach Tony, myself, and Reese Lukoviak as our development coach. The players just put in the effort. And look, the attention to details made the difference for us. And look, we're happy with the results.
Yeah, definitely. That team, that WA team is a very good team. Obviously, they had some big wins in that whole tournament. That final game was a lot closer. I believe it was 1 goal was the difference. How does that feel for you as a
3
coach?
goals.
And
Close
obviously,
though, close though.
3 goals with a
yeah.
few empty
Don't
netters.
insult JFK
Maybe we'll
like
see.
that. 3
Okay,
goals is a
okay,
big win.
okay. How does that feel from a coaching perspective, and as a, I guess, for the players as well? What do you think that means to
Look,
them?
at the end of the day, I can talk for all, if not all, most coaches that you do it for the kids, and you want to see them have that success. Now, whether or not that means that you're winning gold or you're winning silver, at the end of the day, you want them to be able to take away the lessons from it. And the fact of the matter is, we had the tight games, and that's why you play hockey. The 8-0s, the 5-0s, the big score lines, there's no pressure. There's no, the players aren't under duress. Like, you want them to be able to handle the puck on the blue line with the game on the line and be able to make that play. The more times we can put our players in those situations, the better they're going to be, the more calm they're going to be, the more poise they're going to have. So for us to be able to be put into those situations and be able to learn and develop from it, sometimes they failed, sometimes they succeeded, but you keep learning from those situations. And at the end of the day, it's for the kids. So for them to get it, I was really happy for a lot of them for the effort that they put in, to be able to see the fruit from their labor in regards to that. From a coaching point of view, look, it always feels good. Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm a very competitive individual. So when I saw that buzzer, the game's not done till it's done.
Yeah.
But once that buzzer rang and the score was what it was, I was cheering.
There you go.
So just a quick question here. A lot of your younger guys, of course, are playing up into TANGE this year. We have Ryan Sucha, Joey Benetti, Colby Salmon, a lot of these players that joined you for your tournament. And I was just wondering if you had any advice or words with them after the big gold medal win to get them vamped and ready for this really competitive and physical league.
And I'm very proud because a lot of the things that we teach our players are going to help them at the higher levels. Being able to handle, as a winger, being able to get that puck out of the zone, but that's not being panicked with the puck. That's receiving the puck, making sure you're doing a shoulder check before you get it, and making a play. If the centerman's there, hit them with it. If not, chip it off the wall. So seeing them take what they've learned within our DeFreeze level and then take it up to a higher level where it's quicker decision making. There's bigger bodies. You have kids out here like the Logan Brodies that are willing to throw hits, and they got to be able to make plays but not feel panic about it. I think they're doing amazing. But at the end of the day, they go from being the leaders of their team to now they have to fit into the systems. They have to fit into a different locker room, and they have to follow the leaders. So the biggest thing is seeing what everyone else is doing, buying into that coach's program, and working as hard as they can.
Yeah, I mean, all three players have been actually really good in the TANGE. You've obviously got Ryan Suture, who's working super well with Armin Haslam and Sam Siwak. He's got a goal this game, and he got a goal last game as well. I could have gotten 2 last game, but I don't quite remember. He's been playing well. Colby Salmon's also using his speed very well. Joey Benetti's been having a good tournament for TANGE as well. So see them step up. It's really good to see.
Do you think there's
I think they're understanding that at the higher levels, it's less individual.
Yeah.
Like when you get to the Ginsburg level, if you have a top player or top 2, you can almost write your championship there. Even at the freeze, if you get a couple good players, it starts to level out more. At the TANGE level, it levels out even more. Even if you're a top player, you have to play a team game. And so for these players, they're noticing that they don't have to do it all on themselves. By them being in the right position, supporting the puck all over the ice, getting up the ice with the play, they're getting these opportunities. So as much as it is faster and more aggressive, at other times it could be a little bit easier on them because it's not all the focus on certain individuals.
Yeah, definitely.
Something that I've noticed, at least watching the guys who have played DeFries, is you've been very good at helping them kind of transcend that DeFries TANGE label, and the hockey that you've taught them and that they played that helped them win the gold, they've taken with them to the TANGE team. Is there anything for the coaches out there and the players that you could talk about how they can kind of apply what they learn, especially through different divisions, different coaches, up to a higher level when they do end up playing it?
Look, that's a great question. And for me, I like to don't just coach for the tournament. Don't just coach for that weekend play. Coach for their ongoing development. What things are going to make them a better player? Now, are there certain players that, as a coach, you just want them to get rid of the puck because, maybe they don't have the hands and skills? Maybe, but that's not going to help them develop. So be willing to say, hey, look, get the puck, collect it, get your head up, and then make those decisions. Now, are they going to be perfect? No, but I think for us, we were willing to allow the players to make the mistakes as long as the habits were good. So we really focus on our habits because at the end of the day, you're going to revert back to them. When the game's on the line, when it's 0-0, when you're 2 minutes left and you're looking to get that game-winning goal, you revert back to your habits. So for us, as long as what we were saying as a coaching staff was consistent, I want to be saying the same thing as Tony, who's saying the same thing as Reese. And then on top of that, let's make this habitual. We're going to talk about this in every practice. We're going to work on this time and time again, because that way we're not just coaching for the tournament, or we're not just coaching for a certain team to play this certain way. We have a style of hockey that we call, we wanted to play WA hockey, and that way it translates for more than a tournament. It's more in their ongoing development. You see it at the TANGE level, and hopefully you see it progress with them as they grow within the game.
Very well said. And then I guess my last question, I don't know if you've been watching the game or not, but WA had a great second period. They came out flying a lot better than their first period here. What do you think WA needs to do in this game here to come back from this 3-goal deficit to tie the game and then eventually go on to potentially win?
Look, I don't want to be Monday morning quarterback where you can say shoulda, coulda, woulda, but in a team like New South Wales, they're kind of what we call the nightmare, where every team, that's their nightmare. It's like, oh great, we're going to go against New South Wales. They have the Logan Brodies, they have the Louis Megers in that, they have the Gustavs, and they have the Nalos. They have a lot of high-powered, high-energy players, and they have a lot of depth. So it can be a bit intimidating for players. So for WA, you wish they would have came out a little bit faster, more aggressive, because their backs are against the wall. At this stage, they have to play desperation hockey. Now, I would say they need to get a little bit grittier, but you have to be smart. You can't be taking those extra hits after the whistle, because we already saw with where we had a power play and then we gave it away. So they have to play smart. They have to be willing to go in the dirty areas. They got to be willing to sacrifice their body and get pucks on net. And at the end of the day, Louis not going to give up that crease easily. So you got to get traffic in front of them, and you got to get bodies there to find the rebounds. If they can find some good rebound shots, good things are going to happen, but you need everyone, all hands on deck, willing to do that shift after shift. They can't take their foot off the throttle, like off the gas pedal. So hopefully, Tom had some motivating words in the locker room. They can come out flying, throw some bodies around, and let's have an exciting third period.
Yeah.
And a boy, way to set the tone there, JFK.
Well, I guess that's it from me. Do you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, that's all. You've been absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for your words of advice.
Thank you very much, John.
Very knowledgeable.
Good to see you again. Congrats again on the gold for DeFries. Very impressive.
Appreciate that.
And let's hope there's much more to come. You can take it with you, but I don't think it will be turned on.
Probably not. Alrighty. Thank you very much, John. We appreciate that. And big shout out to Sammy Lamb on the camera. Look at him go. Alrighty, we are beginning our third period shortly. About 30 seconds left. Teams are not out yet, but not too sure when we're getting going, but about 25 seconds left on the clock. Waiting for all the teams to get out here.
Good evening, folks. We return for the third period here. We have Isaac West from all that aftermath in front of the net getting a 2 minutes for, I believe, roughing, but it could be something else. Sticking up for his teammates there.
Still got the penalty on number 77 from New South Wales, Jacob Zill, I believe that is. Minute 34 left in the New South Wales penalty, and then obviously 2 minutes for Isaac West.
An exciting 4-on-4 start here.
Very exciting.
Pass across there from Gustav Remle-Jensen to Kobe Schumack. Puts it across to Logan Brody. Great shot forward. Doesn't quite make it the length of the ice. Great
nice
sauce there
pass
from Ben Shearer. Up to Colby Salmon. Puts it deep. Kale and Ben skating to it. Good communication to back off there. Comes to number 19, Schumack. Chips it up to Tom Garris. Fantastic
Great
chip
play.
and play up to Logan Brody here. Comes in wide. Toe drag shot just wide of the net. That's a fantastic play by the D-man.
Good
with the
stick by Kale.
Gustav takes it in, takes it wide, takes it round, shot on net, saved by Taj here.
Good save.
High pressure, great shots here from New South Wales. Great start to the period. What do you think about that?
Good start to the period for everyone. Very good start to the period for New South Wales, getting I believe two shots on. No, sorry, one shot on and a tip wide by Kale. Face off here in the defensive zone for WA.
There we go. comes back out to Gustav Remle Jensen, sauces it across to Colby Schumack, crosses the blue with it. Still 4-on-4 here with WA and New South Wales. Comes up to number 226, sorry. Great pass across and fantastic finish by Logan Brody. Sorry if the mic cut out there for a second. Logan Brody with, I believe, the feed from 26 Tom Garris. That's a fantastic play from New South Wales.
Logan Brody again.
Once again, finding himself on the score sheet. I will tell you, it's a recurring theme, and it's a recurring theme for a reason.
Yeah.
As John F. Kennedy said when he came to the box for that interview, strong player, gritty player,
Very
smart
strong
player, and beyond all else, a goal scorer.
Yeah.
And that's what you really want to have in your team there. Fantastic play from Tom Garris as well. Don't let that
Really
be
good play
underspoken.
from Tom Garris
Straight
as
across
well.
the ice. But that's a hard one-timer, and he put that at
There
the
you
net
go.
where it had to be.
But yeah, great play from Tom Garris.
Once
to get
again,
that puck there.
4 attackers and no D-men on the New South, but it's been working great for
It's
them.
been
so I'd
working
keep
really
doing
well
that.
for them. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
We might see this in the finals, given how well it's working at the moment.
Potentially.
I think that'd be a good look for New South Wales. Here comes
Agreed.
Gustav up the ice, breaks it out wide. Under the stick
What
of
a
Kale
move.
Telfa at the net. Backhand goal.
Gorgeous goal.
He's going to sally in front of the bench.
Gorgeous goal from
I've got to say,
Gustav.
he can sally however he wants. You've let him come
Yeah.
through your whole team.
That was
You can't
a
do anything
beautiful
about
goal.
that one.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's a fantastic finish by Gustav, just up and above the pad into the side netting of the goal.
Yeah.
I've got to say, I think he did the exact same move last year and celebrated in front of the WA parents, which I found
Potentially.
very amusing. I've got to say, that showboating is what we love about the sport.
Oh yeah. Always
When you're
gotta add
scoring
that
goals,
extra
you got to
to
do
it.
stuff like that.
There
Here
you
comes
go.
Ruben Nalos off the face-off, wins it back to number 3 here. Up the boards, cycles it back to Kale Telfa, moves it to James Coral, back to Kale Telfa. Up the boards here to Ben Shearer, coming with speed. Good poke check here from number 10. Comes to number 9, Colby Salmon. Comes down to Colby Salmon, number 9. Big hit from number 3 there to pin the boards. New South Wales at full strength, 5-on-4 here. Comes to number 9, moves it wide. Sorry, number 39, Ruben Nalos, moves it wide. Number 77, Zill with it. Comes to Max Boo, takes it behind the net, wraps it around the net. Can't quite make it. Comes back to number 77 here, up to number 10. Shot on net, covered by Taj. Aki Hearn calling for that puck.
5 seconds left on the penalty to Isaac West. Then he is out of the box and back onto the ice.
WA scrambling here at the start of the period, not
Yeah.
the start they were after.
It's not the start they were after,
But the
especially.
shots, like we've said, have been pretty even.
Yeah.
But like once again, JFK's comments coming back to us. Louis Miga, sorry, has just been absolutely fantastic
Oh, yeah,
in the New
for
South
sure.
Wales net all game. Armin Haslam tries to get it out the zone. Great stop by Aki Hearn on the blue line. Number 3, shot on net. Deflected wide once again. The puck's still bouncing around the zone though. Comes up to Aki Hearn on the blue line, moves it deep down. That's Samuel Nalos, just moves the puck. Comes to Madden, puts it up the boards. Up to Ryan Sucha, back on net. High pressure shift here from New South Wales, third line. Up the boards. Here comes Samuel Nalos, great move there.
Nice strip by Sam Sawak.
Sam Sywak up the middle here. Takes it wide around. Cuts it back. Delays. Puts it across. Just to Ryan Sucha. Couldn't get it on his stick. Takes it behind the net. Puts it in front. Armin Haslam cannot get it on the net. Great defense here from Samuel Nalos. Taking it behind the net all the way around. Here comes 77. Straight through the middle of the ice. Cuts it through the middle. Spins off a check.
Penalty
Gets
coming
a call
here.
I think it will be for a trip or a
Sam
knee check.
Sywak on the trip.
He looks flabbergasted.
Not happy with that call.
On the knee. Gets a kneeing for that. Looks to be Ryan
Never
Sucha,
mind, it's
not
number
Sam
12,
Sywak.
Ryan Sucher.
I'll
I
tell
thought
you,
that
I don't know
was
if Sam
Sam
Sywak looked more upset or relieved after
yeah,
that.
there you go.
12 WA, 2 minutes, kneeing.
Kneeing call on
2
Ryan
minute kneeing
Such.
call on Ryan Sucha there. Looks like New South Wales have opted to use 3 players instead of 5. Here come the second 2
It's a
on
new
the defense.
tactic.
Yeah, you know what? Given the way that they've been playing, I'm sure they'd be fine.
Oh yeah.
Here comes Aiden Lee on the defense with number 11, Czeslaw Kulinic, who have both been fantastic all game here.
Yeah.
Great move by James Coral to get that loose. Tries to ice
Can't
at the
quite
length of
get
the
it
ice.
out.
Good forecheck though, keeps it out. Off the pad of Taj Sia and to the length of the ice. Here comes Aiden Lee coming back for that puck. Looks like they're trying to set something up here. Comes forward to McConnell. Number 11 moves it forward. Great hustle here by Aiden Lee to get that in the zone on his stick. Moves it across the middle. Fantastic pass. Just falls there to number 21. Can't get it on net.
As well.
Falls back to number 21 once again. Moves it up the boards to Aiden Lee. Shot on net. Rebound parried wide. Great goalkeeping by Taj Sia there. Number 2 moves it high to number 11, then back down. Number 2 still has the puck. Very passive defense here from WA. Isaac West on that puck. Sends it the length of the ice. That's a great pass. Ben Shearer just couldn't get a stick on it. Armin Haslam and the line change coming for WA. Ben Shearer trying to keep that puck down in the zone deep. Cycles it low. Safe play. Continues the forecheck. Backs off. Lets Sam Siwak come in. Number 7 falls. Sam Siwak gets that puck. Ben Shearer coming for the slot. Pass in the middle, just not out of his tape. Here comes number 7 and number 2. Number 27, Ben Shearer moves it back to Keo Telfa. They're waiting out this penalty kill here. There is another 30 seconds. Thank God. What are your thoughts so far? Good enough start for WA, or do you think they need to step up here?
They need to step it up for sure. I mean, the penalty doesn't help, but I mean, when New South Wales just comes out flying and gets 2 fast goals, that's a bit of a demoralizing start for WA, but just got to pick their heads up, keep playing their game, and I'm sure they get a couple more.
Yeah, definitely. Great shot here from Ruben Nalos. Just can't get it in the net. Tries to ice it. Great keep in here from Gustav on the blue line. Great catch. Walking it in, sauces it across. That's Colby Schumack up to Logan Brody here. Shot on net, just over the net. Really fantastic play here from New South Wales. Colby Schumack holds it in the corner. Moves it up here. That's Gustav on the blue line. Strong pass across Tom Garris in the slot. Just can't quite get it in the net.
Oh.
That's a really unlucky play for Ruben Nalos there.
Very unlucky.
They whistled the play down a bit early. Ruben Nalos put it in the net after the whistle, but the referees are going to have to call this one off.
Yeah.
Lucked out a bit by the buzzer, WA out there.
Definitely, indeed.
Oh, it looks like number 19, Colby Schumack, went down pretty hard there, wincing in pain. I didn't quite see that one behind the play.
I didn't see that one either. Not too sure what happened over there.
He seems good enough to stay, though. I hope he's all right.
Nope, he's getting off the ice. Hopefully he's all right.
Looks like Tom Garris and Colby Schumack and Ruben Nalos and Logan Brody. They're doing a full line shift here to put the second PP unit on, I believe. These are the same boys that we saw before. Taking the face-off is Aiden Downey. Wins it forward, but not forward enough. Comes to Madden Kenzel. Here's number 37, Samuel Nalos, Ruben Nalos' brother. Tight turns, and then moves it up to the D. Moves it deep down in the zone. Good hit from number 77. Number 10 on the puck for Dirk Sabo. Gets it out the zone. Takes the hit. Here comes number 27, Ben Shearer on the forecheck. Following number 79 behind the net. Chips it up, cuts to the middle. Little bit of roughing in the middle here. Great move by Zill. Can't quite get it to the net. Cut back by Samuel Nalos. Tries to get it to the middle. Off his stick by Dirk Sabo. That's deep in the zone. But New South Wales won't be able to forecheck until they've cleared the zone here. Here comes number 77, Zill on the forecheck. Good play by Madden up the ice here. Here comes Seamus Smart. Tries to force the pass. Doesn't quite go through. Doesn't follow the play. Moves it across to number 3 here. Sends it the length of the ice. Great pass. Number 22 is the puck. Moves it across here. Number 77, Zill. Gets it in the zone. Gets it deep. I got to say, one thing that you've noticed about New South Wales here is they get the puck deep where they have
definitely.
nothing. And WA have really struggled to do that. They hold on to the puck way, way too long sometimes.
And New South Wales passing is just so on point that it's very hard for WA to get any momentum going.
Great stick from number 11 to keep that from going the length of the ice. Sam Siwak was on a partial breakaway if he had gotten through there. Number 3 wins it back. Good one-hand pass from Gustav. Gets it back from... tries the toe drag shot. Can't quite get the release here. Here comes Armin Haslam. Good pin by Logan Brody. Can't quite get the puck out. 1-on-3 here. 2-on-3. New South Wales still with the puck. Comes to James Coral. Puts it on the boards. Isaac West coming behind the net. Playing the body. Getting the puck out. Good play by Isaac West there. Good backhand play there. Puck goes the length of the ice.
Thrown out by their own player in New South Wales, so no icing.
No icing. I don't think it made it the length of the ice anyway.
Yeah, I don't think so
But
either.
good call there, Kai. Here comes Ryan Sucher on the back check. That's Gustav with a stretch pass all the way up the ice. Kicks it back to his player, Logan Brody. Puts it up the boards. Tries to take it round.
Nice
Ryan
play by Ryan
Suchuk
Suchuk.
seals the boards. Good play there. Sam Siwak with the puck now. Takes it all the way around the ice here. Fires it up to Isaac West. Great recovery after losing the puck there. Really strong on his stick. Comes back to number 18. Moves it all the way up. That's an icing from Aki Hearn there. Referee grabbing the players back onto the ice. Not with their hands, but with their words. Persuasive. Looks like WA are going to opt for a right side face-off here. Likely trying to run another set play. New South Wales line have been out there for at least a minute, likely tired. So hopefully WA can capitalize here. Just leaves the zone.
Offside.
That's
just
an offside
barely.
pass as well. They're going to send in the length of the ice.
Nope.
New South Wales can change here.
No length of the ice, just face off.
Face
outside
off
the zone.
dot, sorry. Luckily we have Kai who knows the rules.
Gotta correct, this guy is a bit slow today.
Very slow, very slow. I'll tell you, I've used all the words in my vocabulary twice already.
There you go.
Going for the third round now, guys. Here comes Kyron Poulter, 56 at the face-off dot. Wins it right to Colby, kicks it deep in the zone. That's an unconventional play, but it got the job done. Number 9, Gustav on the puck, cycles it round. Here comes Logan Brody with speed once again. Tries to cut to the middle, still wins the puck. I think that's the one thing, like I've said, that New South Wales just have. Logan Brody lost the puck there and won it straight back.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen WA do that many times tonight.
Agreed.
That's Roden up the ice, tipped by Kobe Huang, negating the icing.
Or not, negating the icing.
Looks like one official was calling for the negation while the other one called it.
I do believe that was touched on the WA side of center, and that is
I
why
believe
the
so.
front official decided to call
I
that.
have to agree with Kaisela as much as it pains me.
As much as it pains him, even though I'm right 90% of the time.
Although he is my commentating partner, he is still my arch nemesis.
Yeah, right.
Here comes number 7 for the face-off. I've got to say, I've been loving a lot of the glove colors in this tournament.
Agreed.
It's got number 7 with the red gloves here. Very bright, very shiny. Here comes Ty Malcolm Smith on a breakaway. Just can't keep it with him. But more importantly, there have been pink gloves in the Ginsburg
Pink
tournament.
gloves. There was a camo gloves in the Ginsburg tournament.
I've got green gloves here from number 21.
Yeah.
I will say the pink gloves have been my favorite.
Pink gloves have been
and
mine
he's
as
been
well.
a fantastic player.
Yeah.
Forget his name, but he really is skilled.
Number
Love
55,
to
I
see him
believe
in
he
TANGE
is.
a couple years from now.
Definitely. I believe his number is 55 for New South Wales and Ginsburg.
Yep, New South Wales.
Definitely.
Yep. See the pink gloves, don't forget him.
Yeah, camo gloves is pretty cool as well.
If you're wearing the camo gloves, you might get told off for not wearing any at all.
There
That's
you
my
go.
only worry.
There you go.
Here comes number 21 deep in the zone. Hammered on the boards. Look like there will be a penalty call here against New South Wales, I believe. Second man in.
It's like holding is the call.
Holding, never mind. I'll tell you, I've guessed every single penalty call,
Except for
and
that
I've
one.
got absolutely 0 of them. Holy.
Not a good look for you.
I've got to say, right now, people are going to think I have the hockey.
2 minutes holding.
2 minutes holding. Sorry to interrupt you once again. Right now, people are going to think I have the hockey IQ of a fish.
Which he does.
But really, it's more of that of a deer. A little bit, but
More
not
like
too
a
much.
goldfish.
I'll stay out the headlights, and that's about it. Here comes, I think that's number 71, Sam Siwak on the face-off. Wins
It
it
is
back to Ben
indeed.
Shearer. Kale Telfer moving along the blue for the puck. Shot. Gets the puck. Corrals it. Comes to the middle. Shot on net. Just wide. Trying to sauce it in for a tip there. The puck leaves the zone here. Great forecheck there by Ruben Nalos. Tries to send his player. Takes the hit. Good play here by both WA and New South Wales. WA breached the zone under the stick from Sam Siwak. Backhands it down. Just can't get it in his wheelhouse for Ty Malcolm Smith.
Ty Malcolm Smith.
I'll tell you, there's nothing that pains you more than just outside of your feet and just behind your stick. Just can't reach it.
The most frustrating thing.
You've got to watch the puck go past you.
Yeah.
Here comes up the ice, Sam Siwak, hits his foot, goes forward. Great forecheck though. Gustav puts him off the play, skates around the net, takes it, and then sends it the length of the ice. Clinical play from Gustav
Good
here.
penalty kill here from New South Wales.
We've seen Gustav, number 9, the forward, playing defense on all the power plays.
We have
And he's
indeed.
been really great.
On the penalty
Smart
kill,
player,
sorry.
I guess. Here comes Ben Shearer, number 22, running it back, moves it up to Kale, shot on net. No one there for the tip, no one there for the rebound. Not that it hit the net. Number 27 takes it out the zone. Ben Shearer here. Moves it back to Ryan Sucha. Little sauce, little flexi sauce there.
Just
Not a lot
to show
of
that
meat,
he can
but it
do
looked
it.
great. It looked
Just to show that he can do it.
Hey, listen, I love a little bit of
Oh, yeah.
showboating.
Come on.
Up here, Ty Malcolm Smith with the puck. Drops it back to Ben Shearer. Takes it all the way around the net. Tries to shoot it from behind the net. Comes out in front. Rebound is
Couldn't get
still
all
loose.
of it, Ryan Sucher.
Looks like Ruben Nalos is on a break here. Moves it forward to Logan Brody. Who else is coming that fast? No one. Puts it in front. Great 5-hole save.
Great save.
Even
by
better
Taj.
rush by Logan Brody, though. That's I can't believe the speed that he barrels down
Logan
the
Brody
wing there.
just comes down with all that speed
He
down
spawns
the wing.
out of nowhere,
Yeah.
man. I don't know.
Didn't even
Someone's
see him
gonna
on the
teach me
ice
how to-
till then.
No.
Just
He must be wearing camo gear,
Yeah,
camo
there you
gloves,
go,
camo
there you
helmet.
go.
Spawning out
just
of nowhere.
pops out of nowhere, gets the puck, and just skates right onto the net.
I think, like we've said it again, and we'll keep saying it because we're running out of things to say. New South Wales are just that much faster than a lot of these other teams. That's what's setting them apart, amongst other things, of course.
Definitely.
Moves the puck up. Kobe Huang can't get it out of his skates. Great stick by Karen Poulter, though. Armin Haslam with the puck. Turns it back around. Chips it up to Mason
Nice little
Kenzel.
chip
Madden
pass there.
Kenzel. I keep calling him Mason. Almost a 6-man on the ice penalty for New South. Very well done by the benching staff there. Great puck movement across to Archie Hearn, who's just crossing the red line now. Tries to put it deep, doesn't
Big
quite make
hit.
it.
Big hit.
Didn't even see it. I feel like I'm missing out. Number 37, Samuel Nalos. Great toe
Great
drag move.
fake
Takes it on his
shot.
backhand. Great backhand. Just hits the outside of the net and falls behind. Here comes Madden Kenzel. Great move up to Kobe Huang. Toe drags it through,
Trip.
gets tripped up. No call on the
call.
play. Here comes number 22, skating it down the length of the ice. I believe that to be Aiden Downey.
Nice
I know it's
back
one of
check
them.
by Armin Haslam
Great
there.
job by Lewis Jenner just to get it out. Up the ice comes Ben Shearer on the forecheck, but Tom Garris takes it back. Never mind, leaves the puck behind, still gets it out the zone. Good recovery from Tom Garris.
Sticks come flying into the penalty box bench where we are.
Hey, listen, I don't want to lose teeth commentating.
Neither do I. Nice
To
block
be
by
fair,
Ben
it might
Shearer.
make me stop speaking, which a lot of the people would be thankful for.
Oh, yeah.
Number 10, Doug Sabo, tries the toe
Including
drag, can't
myself.
quite get it to his backhand. James Corral with the puck now for WA, crossing the red line with some speed. Tries to cut through the middle, can't quite get there. Great body from the New South defenseman just to keep him out. Good
Nice
stick from
stick by
James
James
Corral.
Corral.
Comes back to number 79, who's taking it the length of the ice. Gets it deep,
Nice
real
body.
smart play.
Very
Took
good
the
body.
hit, got it deep. That's what the coaches
Yep.
love to see.
Very well done.
Number 10 here, Dirk Sabo. Gets it with his foot. Runs it back to Isaac West. Chips it off the boards.
Nobody there for WA.
Good stop here by Taj Sia out into the net. I say, if I was a goalie, I'd do them all the time. I love those when they just tip it straight
Just
into
tip
the
it
net.
right out of...
Although it works better in the local house leagues when you can just waste time.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop clock here, making sure that doesn't happen. Thank you to Cass Edwards in the box, stopping the clock, and the time scorers who are
She's on
helping
it.
out with the event today. Great save from Taj there. Didn't see it to the last second. Got his blocker on that. Big body from James Corral. Up comes Isaac West. I believe this game to be over, but WA still have some fight in them, and that's good to see.
Don't give up till the last buzzer. Maybe WA can get another goal or two.
Fantastic. Oh, good look there. Not quite the pass they were looking for, but great idea. James Corral behind the net, stops it up, takes the hit, still has the puck, holds it, chips it up the boards, can't quite get it to where he wants it. He needed that in space, didn't quite get it there. Runs it behind the net from Seamus Smart. Isaac Davidson runs a pick on the guy, makes sure he doesn't get there. That's Seamus Smart still with the puck. Good hustle here. Isaac just off the puck. Number 11 with the puck here. Shot on net, tipped up into the roof. As Macklemore once said, the ceiling really can't hold us when we're playing ice hockey.
Indeed.
That's the third puck of the game that's reached the netting at the top. I gotta say, at PIA, the other rink here in WA, where the Perth Thunder play, you can put it straight through the piping, which is a
Straight
bit of
through.
fun.
It's happened a few times. Happened a few
Exactly.
times when we've been down there.
Never anything
Big
cool. Big hit
hit.
from Kyron.
Kyron's been all over that.
It's that point in the game
Throws
where the
some
hits start
huge
coming
hits. Oh,
and
yeah.
the fists start flying. So let's hope we don't see any extracurriculars for the rest of this game. Good cover by Taj. Good shot for a tip. Just no net presence there for New South Wales.
Definitely.
But as I'm saying, I'm not eating a shot in the leg if it's 7-2 and we're winning.
Neither am I.
I'm not eating a shot in the leg if it's 7-2 and we're losing. Never mind winning.
Not a team player, this guy.
It's not about being a team player. I told you, IQ of a donkey, bro. Donkeys don't like getting hurt. And also, no, I'm not eating a shot.
And the brain of a goldfish.
Hey, listen, guys. Memory, not brain. Come on, get with the program, guy.
Same.
Here comes Sam Siwak on the face-off. Good pin-up. Tyler Roden with the sauce. Comes through to Armin Haslam. Just can't catch that puck. Aiden Lee breaks into the zone just offside.
Late hit there. Bit of a late one there from Sammy Siwak.
It might be after the whistle, but it's one of those reactionary moments.
Exactly.
You cross the blue, you shoot it. You cross the blue, you take a hit. Whistle wasn't late, but it wasn't early either.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the issue. Gustav Remler taking exception to that. He's given some words to Sammy. I can't tell if he's grinning or smiling or ready to fight or
Not
upset.
sure what's going on over here.
Timeout for New South Wales.
Timeout for New South. Calm
28
down.
seconds left. Bit of an unconventional
That is the timeout
call.
timer, my friend.
Timeout?
Timeout timer.
Sorry, how long is left in the game?
I
A
don't know,
minute?
I
I think it's close to
I
a
think
minute.
it's like 40-something seconds in the
I
game.
will say, I think New South coach here, if I was them at least, would just tell everyone to calm down.
Yeah.
They don't want any injuries going into the rest
No
of the tournament.
injuries or even no suspensions for the rest of this tournament. They need all their top guys for, which I think this is their last game before semis we have tomorrow.
I believe so.
I believe
can
so.
check the stats, although
Here,
I don't know
no,
how
I can
helpful
double
it will
check
be.
that as well here.
Thank you,
for,
Kai.
So
Helpful as always.
Yes, last game for New South Wales tonight.
Yep.
Last two TANGE games tomorrow between Vic and Queensland, and then a South Australian ACT.
It's really unfortunate to see, but I believe that this will be the last game for the WA
I
TANGE
think
team.
so, unfortunately. They needed to win this game, and then they needed ACT to beat South
I will
Australia.
say 7-2 isn't a bad performance considering the
And-
juggernaut that New South Wales have been. Nothing to be ashamed of here for the TANGE boys.
And especially in the second period, WA really picked up the pace.
Exactly, 1-1 period there, just couldn't hold it together in the third or the first. Movement across here to Seamus Smart. Smart dump, pun 100% intended. Anyway, Gustav Remler moves it up to 29. Logan Brody can't quite get there, but still wins the race. That's that New South hustle that they've just been beating us with. Takes it behind the net. Still holding it, dodges about 18,000 hits.
Just takes it back into his
skates
own
it all the
zone
way back into the
for the
zone.
last 10 seconds of this game.
Probably going to have to dodge another 18,000 if he's going to hold it on the boards like that. That's some last second fighting as expected. I didn't jinx it, I just predicted it. It's different, everybody at home.
Nothing escalated nearly as much as the end of the second period, but a little bit of pushing and shoving going on here.
A few couple shout outs to the players who played today.
Yep.
Fantastic performance from Louis Meager in net. Absolutely.
Definitely.
That's 24 shots, 2 goals. That's above a 9.0.
Very well
I've been using
done.
that as my reference. It's been absolutely great so far. Fantastic game from New South Wales. Top 3 lines, which is all of them.
Yeah,
fantastic game. Even WA TANGE.
Great effort.
Really held it together in the second.
Great
and honestly,
effort from
an unfortunate
WA in
loss.
this tournament.
What are your thoughts on the game,
Very well
Kai?
done. Well,
Any
I mean,
specific players you think deserve some praise here?
well, I would say from WA, we'll do both teams right now, but for WA, all the youngsters had a good game. I think Joey Benetti sat the rest of the game with his injury. Colby Salmon, Ryan Sucher getting a goal, played super well. I would probably say, who else there? Madden had a few good plays on defense there, along with Cale Telfer, too, I would probably say. And then moving over to New South Wales, obviously, as you mentioned before, Louis Meager, my apologies, had a great play on defense. I believe, let me look at this list here again. Colby Schumack, not just in the penalty box, but he was flying down the ice, had that beautiful goal going end to end. And then, as we mentioned before, Logan Brody everywhere, skating his ass off. Oops,
I will correct
excuse
you.
my
I
language.
believe the end-to-end goal was Gustav, but Colby did have a couple assists in this game, and I believe
you are
the goal
right.
as
It
well.
is Gustav. I do apologize.
Hey, listen, they've all been so great that we keep confusing them. It's a compliment to their team more than anything else.
I'll give credit to Gustav. He had a great game, and that goal was very beautiful. I apologize for getting that all mixed up. But overall, great game, good fun to watch. Lots of hitting, flying. Despite the scoreline, I actually thought it was a very entertaining game.
And even despite the extracurriculars, both teams walk out unharmed.
100%, exactly.
And that's all that you can pray for.
And during that second period, I'd say that's the most entertaining hockey we saw at that game. Lots of end-to-end action. Some very good stuff as well there. So overall, a great game.
Really great game, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Here they come the TANGE boys past the commentary box to shake their senior's hand, which they've all
Except for
missed
Armin
dearly, I've
Haslam,
heard.
who walked
Great
right
game,
by
guys.
us.
And We will catch you for the broadcasts across the next couple of days. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow for the semi-finals in Ginsburg and
We've got
Tange.
2 games before the semifinals coming up, and then we